Greetings, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me, Goddess Rhonda, and of course, our beautiful Goddess Star.
Thank you guys so much. Hello to everyone, and hi, Goddess. Beautiful that you are today.
Thank you, as do you.
Thanks.
And so we want to thank everyone. We had a little hiatus, but we are back again. And thank you so much for joining us again with our third mission of the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects, which is about stopping domestic violence in all of its form. And if you've been following our Facebook page, which you can find by typing in the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects into the Facebook search engine, you'll come across our page and you'll be able to be notified when we're doing new things, the spells that we do, and that sort of thing. And so, again, we are grateful that you have returned to us to help us take on this huge topic that has just caused all kinds of devastation for people, for men, women, children. It just needs to stop. But before we begin, as always, we like to cast a circle of protection around us. All hail, our lords and ladies of the East, my brothers and sisters, my brother and patron, the sacred element of air, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. All hail, O lords and ladies of the South, my brothers and sisters, my brother and patron, the sacred element of fire. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection to all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the West, my brothers and sisters, my sister and patron, the sacred element of water. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, so it is.
So it is. All hail, O lords and ladies of the North, my brothers and sisters, my sister and patron, the sacred element of earth. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. And we now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all well-being and fill our spaces with peace and protection always. So it is.
So it is.
And just before we get started, my guides insisted that I use one of my wands that I made today. And I just want to point out that this is not real zebra fur on here. This is no zebra died in the creation of this wand. This is actually called hair on leather, and it's a byproduct of the food industry, and they just paint it. And I just chose it because I like the symbolism of the zebra. So don't think that any zebra was hurt in the creation of that wand. They just wanted to point that out to you. So once again, thank you so much for taking a stand and believing and taking action to make a difference in our world. No matter what anyone's belief is, we can all join our energies together and send energy out to combat these issues that affect so many of us. No one is immune to the horrors of domestic violence, even if you might not be a victim or a survivor yourself. You probably know someone who is. So please, no matter what your spirituality is, let's all join together and combat domestic violence and just try to get rid of it as much as we possibly can. So let's go ahead and get started. Please note that we have already posted in our Priestess View show group, which you can find that link at the bottom of the description of this video. And you'll be able to join that group and see all of our spells for all of our shows. We just wanted one place for everything, and you'll be able to see the creation of that. So you can go to our Priestess View show group and look at the preparation of the candles, unless you want to, of course, do your own. By all means, if you want to do your own candle for the ceremony, that's perfectly okay. And it should be, you know, based on what your beliefs are. So, but in case you don't know how to do them, we've got them posted for you. We also opened up our chat room for the event. While we're not going to be able to monitor it during the ceremony because we're going to be doing the ceremony, it would enable you to ask questions or make comments that we can follow up on later. And that link is also included in the description. So you can go ahead and click on that. I should say it's included in the description of the Facebook event advertisement. So if you go to our Facebook and join our group or like our page, you will see that chat room there. Okay, so we're at week 5 of our 3rd mission. And again, we are fighting back against domestic violence in all of its aspects. As always, this is an extremely powerful day and time to do this ceremony. This is the day of Saturn, of protection, of purification, and restriction of those things that are adverse to us. We are beginning in the hour of Mars, the planet, god of war and protection, flowing into the hour of the sun for justice, strength, healing, and illumination to provide these benefits to the victims of domestic violence. And over the next remaining 4 weeks of this particular mission, we are continuing to layer each ceremony, each spoke of the wheel with intentions to stop domestic violence on all levels. This week, we are addressing how the 4th section of the Wheel of Violence, and there's also the link to that also at the bottom of the description of the video. The 4th spoke on the wheel shows how abusers will minimize or deny blame by not taking the victim's concerns about it seriously, saying the abuse didn't happen, shifting responsibility for abusive behavior by saying the victim caused it. We counter not taking the victim seriously with the energy of recognition so that the abusers recognize that they are the ones to blame for all this. We counter the lies of saying the abuse didn't happen with the energy of responsibility so the abusers take responsibility for what they have done and the persistent damage they cause to their victims. And we counter shifting responsibility for abusive behavior by saying the victim caused it with the energy of mirrors so that the abusers are constantly faced with the truth that they have created these situations. Only cowards don't have the strength to look at themselves truthfully, and that's what abusers are. They are tormented cowards who feel so small that they need to hurt others in order to feel better about themselves. And it is my fervent hope that they recognize how weak and pathetic they are and correct their behavior before it is too late for them and for those that they victimize.
That's so true. As Goddess Rhonda said, we are combating the minimizing, denying, or blaming of victims on domestic violence wheel. And it covers so many things regarding that. But and on that 4th part of it, it says some of the things that they do is they call the beatings love taps, or they are not love taps. When you are bleeding, bruised, blue and black, those are not love taps, and it never will be in whatever form. Even if there are no bruising, the fact that that person raised their hands to you is not a love tap. Love does not come with pain in that way, at least not in that form. When our preacher asked him what happened to my face, he said, I was playing with the kids and a toy hit me. He becomes very good at quick explanations as to why you look bruised up, refusing to take the blame for it or to accept that responsibility. One of the things they've been told also, he told me I pushed him too far this time and he needed to show me how to act. You are always to blame for him hitting you. It will always be your fault. You pushed his button just by opening your mouth, just by existing. Many of them have said that to many of us. You have the right to a life without physical and emotional pain. You have the right to live without blame. You have the right to live freely, and you have the right to protect your children. I will and do become emotional about this because we see this so often in our society, and I have decided we need to say enough. Collectively, we need to say enough. As I keep saying, domestic violence is such a very personal thing and can happen to anyone of any age, race, walk of life, rich, poor, or gender. So do not fool yourself and live in denial if you are going through this. No one would know best other than you and those that are close that are also going through this. So whatever color candle that you choose to use for this particular day and what it means for you. When I spoke to a friend of mine, she said, especially for this part of the wheel, she chose to use the color black. So, in representation for her, I am using that color black because she said of the strength it gave her. And that's the one I'll be working with. Whatever color you choose to work with, please do so. I would like to see you all empowered with wisdom, clarity, and strength of body, mind, and spirit, and taking back control of your life. So let's begin with our opening prayer.
Absolutely. Earth, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with all of your abilities of creation and manifestation as we create this ceremony to end domestic violence and manifest freedom and safety for the victims. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candles and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Air, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful positive properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with your ability to smoothly flow over, under, around, or through any obstacles, and carry your energies of freedom and movement to the victims of domestic violence, and manifest freedom and safety for the victims. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candles and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Fire, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protection. And I ask that you empower us with strength and protection, as well as your ability to burn away any and all blockages to the freedom of the victims of domestic violence and manifest freedom and safety for them. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candle and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Water, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful properties, positive properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with your ability to cleanse and wash away domestic violence, to cleanse and heal the victims and manifest their freedom and safety. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candles and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. All right, so again, we have already posted how to create our candles in our Priestess View show group. And the link is posted again in the description of the show. So you'll be able to go there and look at what we did and how we prepped our candles. I'm just going to give you a brief description of who I chose for help and why. Since this portion of the wheel deals with denial, minimizing blame, putting responsibility on the victim, I'm calling upon the Egyptian goddess Mat, the goddess and personification of truth and justice. And this is the candle that I prepared for her. And I also included the blue in the candle represents the lapis lazuli, which is so sacred to the Egyptians, and that's the mat, the feather of mat that I have in the creation of how to do it, or you can Google the shape of it. This is the shape of it. And I also included with it, I have a lapis lazuli earring that was given to me by a survivor of domestic violence years ago, probably about over 10 years ago. And I just dug it up and I'm including it. It just seemed very fitting to include it. So I'm also hanging that on the candle as well. Okay, so first I call upon God Ganesha, the Hindu god, the remover of all obstacles, and say his mantra, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. My dear Ganesha, you, the remover of all obstacles, please remove any blockages to our ceremony to stop domestic violence in all of its forms. Thank you. I make an offering to you. May it bless you and may it please you. I call upon thee, our divine Mother Goddess, our divine Sister Moon, our divine Father God, our divine Brother Sun, our dear brother Saturn on this your day, our divine brother and warrior Mars during this your hour, and our divine Sister Mat, you have truth and justice, and ask that you marry your energies with this candle and our ceremony, and grant to all domestic violence victims that they see clearly the truth of their situations and give them the strength to seek and be granted the justice they so deserve. We ask that you shine your divine light of truth and justice over the abusers so that everyone sees them for who they truly are, so that the abuser can no longer perpetuate lies about their behavior. That the abusers themselves recognize the truth, that they are solely responsible for their abusive behaviors and get help to manage their anger so that they stop hurting others. If they refuse to get help, then let truth and justice always expose them for who they truly are so others are aware before they engage in relationships with them to keep them safe. Thank you. So it is. We also give honor to the day of Saturn and ask, as always, our dear brother, that you restrict abusers from causing harm to anyone and restrict the damage done to the victims. We also honor and engage the hour of our dear brother Mars, you the god of war. Please assist us in our works in the war against domestic violence, as well as assisting and protecting the victims. We also honor and engage the energies of the next planetary hour of the sun and ask for your help with justice, healing, and protection for the victims. And we honor and make offerings to all of our lords and ladies, our mother and father, who have so generously offered their time, help, and assistance. We thank you. Namaste. So it is.
So it is. And for myself, as usual, I did my multicolored candle. And again, as you would see posted in the our group and in the files, the multicolored candle is to be in the center for you to handle domestic violence in its entirety from the inside out for yourself. I am also using the black candle, and you can use brown as well, or whatever is right for you. Those are my two suggestions for it, the brown or the black. And I chose to use the black candle for legal enlightenment, to show true deeds, and you should create it for you, for legal enlightenment, to show true deeds of your abuser as well, for giving you the inner and outer strength, stability, for the fortitude and willpower, for helping you to come to terms with who you are, helping you to find that inner you, for that healing control of the mind and your life, for the knowledge that you are never quite alone. You are walking this path with your gods, goddesses, spirit guides, angels, or any of them that suits you and that are right for you. And I am offering to the goddess Yamaya some sea salt, molasses, spring water, and flowers. You can choose either roses or jasmine. Anything like that would be great for this. And I also put together lavender, basil, mint, chamomile, and rue to cleanse, protect, and give you strength of mind, body, and spirit, and offer peace to you and your family. And I place it on top of the candle. There's not much room here, so I'm having trouble placing it top of the candle. And this is for protection and peace for you and your family. As you acknowledge and accept the wisdom of the Divine Mother, Goddess, and Divine Father God, allow yourself to go through the healing of the abuse on your psyche, on your mind, on your body, and on your spirit. Focusing on the candlelight and see yourself surrounded by the earth, air, fire, and water, as they are all always encompassing and enveloping you in warmth, happiness, and love. And thank them all for giving you the strength and guidance, for taking back control of your life, and for offering you absolute empowerment. I took my Wanga bag and I added an additional pranic breath to it to help continue to help you on your person or wherever you're keeping your Wanga bag to give it full strength, power, and all the possibilities that you need to acquire the freedom that you need going forward. And many blessings to you all. We'll be going ahead to do our joint candle blessing now.
I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of the wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protections of our divine, sacred patron, elements of earth, of air, of fire, of water, of wood, of metal, of stone. I ask you to safely marry your energy with our candles and our ceremonies, and ask that you cleanse, strengthen, bless, and empower this ceremony, our candles, and ourselves, that we may be an effective tool to rid the world of domestic violence and heal the damage that it has caused to all of us. Because if one of us is harmed by it, then all of us are harmed by it. And we seek to eradicate it from us and our realm forever and replace it with love, peace, balance, safety, prosperity, strength, and the protection from anyone ever being a victim of domestic violence again. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. I bless and consecrate thee as a magical tool to be used as a candle of enlightenment, to become the lance of sovereignty, the womb of the earth mother, to be the shield and protector of many, that thou shalt ever serve me and all those who have joined us here today, in truth, power, and wisdom. So mote it be.
So mote it be. We send energy to the victims to counter the control. We counter not taking the victim's concerns seriously with the energy of recognition, so that the abusers recognize that they are the ones to blame. We counter the lies of saying the abuse didn't happen with the energy of responsibility, so the abusers take responsibility for what they have done and the persistent damage they cause their victims. We counter shifting responsibility for abusive behavior by saying the victim caused it with the energy of mirrors, so that the abusers are constantly faced with the truth that they have created these situations. So it is.
So it is. We counter the victim's despair with peace and recognition of their profound strength. We counter the victim's feelings of being diminished with the energy of expansion, so they expand their self esteem, self confidence, and self worth. We counter manipulation through lies with the spirit of truth, so that the abusers lies will always and immediately be exposed. Lighting our candles, we will also do so by allowing it to go forth into the universe. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was lit. I was so sure it got lit.
That's okay.
Okay.
There it is. So may it be, and so it is.
So it is.
And we thank you again for your strength and convictions and offer blessings to those who want it. For those who wish to accept these blessings, I unhook and release you from all of the adverse cords, karma, and burdens and energies that keep you from the prosperity and good health and power that is your birthright, and send it all into the light to be healed and resolved as we are all healed from them, and restore your divine peace, strength, good health, prosperity, free will, and the optimum flow of divine balanced energy. I make an offering to our divine Mother Goddess, our divine Sister Moon, to bless the participants of this ceremony with new and continued blessings of prosperity, peace, and good health. I make an offering to the divine universal life forces to look upon and bless the participants of this ceremony who welcome your energy and blessings. I make an offering to the gatekeepers of prosperity, good health, and power, and ask you to please open the gates to those who choose to honor and accept the safe and continuous flow. The safe and continuous flow of prosperity. And I'm just making the infinity symbol. In real money, either physically and or electronically, the power we need to complete all of our missions effectively, successfully, and safely, as well as the safe and continuous flow of healthy energy to heal all that ails them and restore them to good health. I assign an etheric ankh over all of the participants who want it to constantly heal them through the ethers. And I call upon the divine energy of our brother and patron Saturn and the sacred element of earth to restrict the adverse energies affecting them and restore positive and fruitful lives that is their birthright. Please accept my divine gratitude and blessings in return. Thank you. So it is.
It is. Now, Goddess Rhonda has offered you all many blessings on this most auspicious day, and I wish to further offer you all a mixture that I blended of lavender, basil, mint, rue, and chamomile. It smells heavenly, and I hope you can put together your own, but as well as I'm going to send it out to you. This is to cleanse, protect, and bless you all in prosperity and success in all your financial endeavors, while giving you the strength and peace of mind, body, and spirit. To you and your family, from me to you. Please be receptive to these blessings if you so wish, and learn to accept them in the spirit in which they are offered. Many blessings received, and many blessings accepted. And may the gods and goddesses bless and thank you all for your many support and energies. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Okay, we're going to close out our circle.
Water, I thank you all for all that you have given us, and for empowering us with strength and courage, and helping to wash away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once again. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Fire, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to burn away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Air, I thank you for all that you've given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to blow away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Earth, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and grounding out domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
So for our domestic violence mission, we have about 4 more weeks to go. And so we hope that you will stay with us on this journey. For those of you who want help with empowering your candle, this video will be up. But again, please consider joining our Priestess View Show group on Facebook so that you have access to all of the spells and links that we present to you through all of our shows that we do. It's just our one space where everything is there, and so that you can just go to. You don't have to worry about shifting between different pages. Also, please visit our Universal 7-Day Candle Project's Facebook page, and please like that page, and please share it with all of your friends. And if you know of people that can join up with this, because we're trying to gather as many people as we possibly can to do these ceremonies with us. And even if you can't make it on at the day and time that we do them, you can just do them at your leisure on your own time by just engaging in the videos and engaging in our prayers, or creating your own ceremony based on your own spirituality, your own day of the week, however you want to do it. We are just grateful for the assistance that you have given us with this. And I really do believe the more we gather and join our hands and energies together, we really can make a difference in the world. And so until next week, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. And thank you so much as always. Namaste.
Merry part, everyone, and thank you all very much.
See you next week. Peace.